What is up, faithful? It is your boy Niner Sickness with another Niner Sickness podcast show. What's going on? I have a special guest with me tonight. We're going to talk 49er football. We're going to discuss a little bit of the past and going into the present. We're going to talk a little bit about the Eagles and what took place, and then we're going to discuss about the Packers and what we have looking forward to playing them. Let me welcome everybody real quick before I bring in my guest. Young Hitter, what's up? Tony Smith, Austin Blackwood, Maverick, Tom, what's up? Moses is in the house. What's up, Moses? Paul Anderson, Vera, Vanilla's in the house. How you doing, Vera? Good to see you, girl. Welcome to the show. Make sure you share, and share. What's up, David Williams? Make sure you share my podcast on your page on Niners groups. What's up, Kathy? The Queen is in the house. And if you're watching me on YouTube, wipe your feet. And for those that don't know what I mean by wipe your feet, smash the like button for your boy, Niner Sickness. Wipe your feet. What's up, Poppy Pablo Triple X? Welcome. Anyway, with no further ado, let me bring in my boy, my guest. Everybody knows this gentleman. He's the one, the only, the legend, the superstar, the one that we came to watch, Mr. Florida Mike. What's up, Florida Mike?
Bang, bang, Niner gang. What's good, my Niner faithful, Niner Empire family? How you guys out there tonight?
We're doing good, bro. What's up? Scott is in the house. Luis Moreno's popping in. Tanisha. What's up? Brandon Glenn is in the house. Jason Rodriguez. Tony Mensa is in the house. What's up? Welcome. We're getting a full load right now. We're up to 30 people, and people are still coming in. Mike, how you doing, sir? Mike, are you excited to talk a little bit of 49er football, brother?
Hey, I'm always excited about San Francisco 49ers. Big shout out to Kathy also. I was touching base with her to tell her to chime in. She was so excited. I think she missed the show last week, so got to show Kathy some love. Hey, before we get it off, man, I got to do my introduction, man, my routine. Hey, big shout out to the Orlando, Florida Niner chapter. We got to get this link in there, Beto, because I told them I'm going to be shouting them out. Big shout out to the UK Niner chapter, all the England fans out there that's representing the San Francisco 49ers, and the Germany Niner chapter. I'm affiliated with them too. And much love to all the California fans because that's where the home base is. Let's get it.
Right on, bro. Hey, we got to give love to all the faithful. You're absolutely right, bro. And I'm glad you did so. We definitely got to let all the red and gold around the world know that we are one big happy family, man. Supporting the red and gold. That's right, baby. Supporting that red and gold. I'm excited, brother. I'm excited. We're 2-0. I don't care how we got here. Some people said is 17 points enough? We'll discuss that in depth in a few minutes. At the end of the day, Mike, we are 2-0 heading into this third game, our home opener with a fully crowded. Everybody's going to be there. It's going to be packed out. Levi Stadium, I can only imagine how crazy it's going to get, bro. It's after 1 year of no fans in the stadium. They're going to be just getting ready. Sunday Night Football, prime time. We're playing against the Packers, Aaron Rodgers. It is going to be fun football on Sunday, brother.
Absolutely, indeed. And, what's exciting about it is I believe the Packers was the last team we played when we had like a full stadium.
It was the Packers.
I'm not mistaken.
20 in the NFC Championship.
Right on. So, it's good to always beat the slackers and be able to come home and, show them why cheese is getting shredded on Sunday. It's a great, great feeling to be able to embarrass Green Bay because, like I tell Green Bay and even Tampa Bay fans, me being in Florida, I have to remind Tampa Bay fans that there's only one real Bay in the NFL because we don't need to insert the word Bay in San Francisco 49ers. We don't call ourselves San Francisco Bay 49ers like Green Bay Packers, Tampa Bay Bucks, sucking now. Ears. When here it is, guys, and I'm going to say it. Here's the reality. When you say the Bay Area, what's the first place that comes to your mind? Ain't nobody thinking about no damn Tampa. Ain't nobody thinking about no damn Wisconsin. It's only one Bay, and we don't need to insert it all. So the only real true California team, Bay not in the game.
That's right, baby. I love it. Tony Menza says hello from Oregon. What's up, Oregon? We got Oregon in the house. Welcome, Tony, to the Niner Sickness podcast. Appreciate you having you here, brother. Welcome. We got a couple of guys from, most likely they're from our group, the 49er Empire. Unfortunately, it just says Facebook user. It doesn't say your name. So please attach your name to the end of your comment so I know who you are. Unfortunately, unless you allow Ecamm to pretty much show your identity, which is just your profile name, I won't be able to see it. So either allow Ecamm to show your name or just add your name at the end of your comment, bro, so that I can respond. Because if there's more than one person on Facebook and within the Empire page, it's going to say Facebook user, so I don't know who's what. So do me that favor and do that for me. Let's see here. Let me read some of these comments. What's up, Corey Davis? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Cherie, what's up, Cherie? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. My boy Luke Luna is in the house, brother. What's up? Your jersey came in, bro. So we're going to get that sent out to you pretty quickly. My boy Tom. Tom, what's up, Tom? We
Shout
got
out Tom.
Scott Hill saying, what's up, Florida Mike?
What's up, Scott? How you doing, sir?
I got my beautiful wife saying, hello, Florida Mike, a.k.a. Jerry Rice.
Hey, what's going on? I can't wait to meet the missus, man.
Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to it, bro. Yeah, she loves to call you Jerry Rice, man. You're that smooth and that quick, bro.
Hey, I'll take Jerry Rice. That's a compliment. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, bro. What's up, Jorge? Welcome, Mr. Reyes. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm excited. So let's talk a little bit about your thoughts on the Eagles game. What are your thoughts? Have you got the chance to see the full game yet? I know you're a very busy individual with your real estate and your work that you do, especially in the weekends. But have you had a chance to see that game, Mike?
Absolutely. I was actually so the Orlando, Florida, we have a chapter down here. So we congregate every Sunday and watch the game. So I did watch it. It's a little hard because we're at a bar, so you can't really sit down and hear the commentary. But we did see the game. You know, me and Boston Hater kind of talked about this off air, and we of course we have our own views. But one thing we kind of mutually agree on is what was interesting was the minimal use of George Kittle. As far as targets is going, because he's our top receiving threat. You know what I mean? He's the best tight end in the NFL. I don't give a damn what those people in Kansas City have to say. We do have the best tight end in the NFL, considering totality, blocking, catching. He does it all at an elite level. So his targets weren't as it wasn't as much as we would like to see. So that's something we talked about off air. Now, me personally, I wasn't mad at the first game because Deebo Samuel went off. I mean, hey, it was one of those things. He was just hot. You fed the hot hand. It's cool. But the second game was a little bit like, okay, this is a better defensive front than the Lions, and that's where you would expect to use him more. So hopefully against Green Bay, George Kittle's used a lot more as far as targets because, hey, man, that's our guy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Real quick, Luke Luna made a very good point, and I appreciate you, Luke Luna, for looking out for your boy Niner Six. And he says, do me a favor, Facebook, and just hop over to YouTube, hit subscribe, and the support your boy. Don't ignore my comments this time, Beto. But listen, he makes a valid point. If you're watching me from Facebook and your name is not popping up, just head over to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and your name will pop up. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Luke. Jason is bringing in some people in. I appreciate that, Jason. Much love. Christian Carver. What's up, Christian Carver? Says, how are you, Florida Mike? Long time no see.
Hey, what's going on, Christian, man? Good to see you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it always.
So let me ask you, Mike. What's up, James? Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show. Let me ask you, Mike, on that before we get on to the Packers and talk about the Packers. Let me ask you, for the game against the Eagles, since you've seen the game, and I love that you guys have a chapter, by the way. It's always nice to see it with family. It's always nice to get together and just make the best of it. I mean, you guys can't go to the game if it's at home game, but at least you guys can come together, enjoy each other's company, root for the red and gold, and wear your colors with pride amongst each other. So that is amazing. That Eagles game, it was a 17-11 game. It was a hard fought game. It wasn't the fantasy football. It wasn't the Madden type of game, at least not point wise. But we did win the game. It got pretty ugly at first. We did a couple of 3-and-outs, and finally Kyle Shanahan figured out the defense, and he was able to make the proper adjustments in order for us to move the ball and eventually win the game. So I want to ask you, Mike, personally, watching the game, give me 3 points that you've seen that help us win that game, since it was a hard-fought game. What did you give me 3 of your points that you felt that were able to get the Niners over the hump and get that victory in Philly?
Man, 3 is limiting me because I can go on all day, so I'll keep it at 3. Okay. The first thing that stood out to me was that goal line defense. We gave up a big play. It looked like, hey, man, these guys are going to come down and score quickly. But not only did we stop them on the goal line, we actually got a penalty, and they had a new fresh set of downs, and we still stopped them. So they had about 7-8 attempts in there, and we stopped them short. So that, to me, was a huge momentum shifter, because when your team can get down in the goal line and it's like 1 to 2 yards to punch it in, and they have multiple attempts to get in, and we stop them, man, that was huge. A second point I would say to me would be the efficiency of the offense, like not really having big turnovers, being consistent, managing the game very well in the time of possession, and executing when needed to be. We got off to a really slow start, but we started loosening up the defense on the other side, the Eagles defense, and then we were able to move the ball. And then third, I will say just the way that I don't feel like we played a great game, but I felt like we played good enough to win, and that's what we did. We managed the game very well. So I would have to give Norman, back there in the secondary, a lot of shout out, because he stepped up playing with a team for the first time in there. And, even though he's a veteran, it might look easy as a fan, but man, if you're an athlete, to be able to come to a new scheme, a new system, and then we got a new defensive coach, that's a lot to take on. So for him to be prepared and come in, that just shows how beneficial it is for a veteran. I thought he played really well. And also our rookie back there, Lamar, I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. So those are my 3 points. Yeah, 2 of the 3 points I made will go to the defense, and 1/3 will go to the offense. I felt like that defense really made that goal line stop was the biggest thing that stand out to me.
Yeah, very, very valid points. And like you said, Mike, you pretty much can probably say more than 3. And so I just figured 3 would be good, but I know there were other points there. Now, I want to add to that myself. I want to give kudos to our first-time defensive coordinator, DeMeco Ryans, for calling a good game plan. I know it's a small sample size. It just was the second game of the year, but he did some good calls, especially that goal line stance and keeping his players disciplined. And, kudos to Eric Armstead, kudos to Fred Warner, and those players that stayed disciplined, did not bite on that 4th and goal when they tried to do that trickery, what they call their Philly special. It didn't work because the 49ers defense stayed IQ. They stayed humble. They stayed disciplined, and they didn't get caught with their pants down, if you will. And we were able to stop him there because, listen, I understand Lenore gave up that huge 91-yard pass when he was supposedly backpedaling and stumbled. And the receiver got away from him. But at the end of the day, they went from their own 2nd-yard line all the way to the Niners' 6-yard line, and they couldn't finish, bro. They couldn't finish. They couldn't punch it in. Kudos to the Niners for stopping them. And then that other situation where welcome back Javon Kinlaw, he was able to come back, and you can tell how much we missed him week one. That wide 9 doesn't seem that wide when you got that big boy in the middle. It just seems a little bit smaller than the wide 9. And he was able to block that field goal, which was very important because they could have been up easily 3 points or more, and we were able to stop him there. So, kudos to the Niners. Offense struggled a bit. Jimmy Garoppolo was all over the place. He was throwing incomplete passes. The screens that he threw were bad. The one that he overthrew, Mohamed Sanu, wasn't good. But as a professional, as a pro, and as a veteran, he got it together. He made mistakes. He settled down. He allowed his nerves to go down, and he was able to finish. And at the end of the game, you got to finish. And that's what the Niners did. It wasn't pretty. It was pretty ugly. We only won by 17 points. But at the end of the day, bro, we got the dub. And if you get the dub, I don't care if we win by 50 points or we win by 5 points. The W is what's important. Now, it's exciting when you get 49 points or when you get 50 points because your offense is putting up some good numbers. But I'll take the win, Mike. I'll take the win. The Eagles fought that. Hey, listen, the Eagles' defensive front were no joke, especially number 97. That dude was on our backfield consistently. They came to play on defense, bro. So people think it's easy. It was in a hostile environment. I heard it was loud in that stadium, and the Niners still managed to get it together and get the win. So I'm proud of my boys, bro.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we had to see a red out there. And if you guys don't know, which I'm sure many of you do, we did take over the Rocky statue in Philadelphia. Yes. They got a reputation of being these rowdy fans. Well, San Francisco, we didn't care. We went out of town, put the 49er jersey all over Rocky. So, not only did he lose Apollo Creed, he took an L with the 49ers.
Come on now.
I love the fact that we showed up and showed out in Philly. That was big. So, yeah, so the thing is that while you alluded earlier to DeMeco Ryans, effort in his coaching and how you have your take on it with a very small sample size, I have a bigger sample size with Kyle Shanahan. And one thing that I didn't understand with Kyle Shanahan in this particular game was his clock management. We were fortunately able to score before the closing of halftime, but everybody saw that game. We had 3 timeouts, and the clock was just running. Debo caught that ball and made yards after catch. Great. But, man, it was like we were a long way from the end zone. You have 3 timeouts, so you're shortening the game to where the defense doesn't get it back. The offense or Philly doesn't get it back, but our offense doesn't have a lot of time to score either. And I'm not a coach. I'm not going to sit here and critique Kyle Shanahan because, hey, man, he's a great coach. Good offensive mind. He's going to make mistakes here and there. But as a person that just understands, hey, we only have but so much time to score, I don't know if it was just me. I don't know how you guys out there felt about it, but I was a little scratching my head like, why are we not calling the timeout? Was the defense tired of the Eagles or something, and he just wanted to keep them on the field? I didn't get it, but, man, I'm glad we scored because we were a long way from the end zone, with the little amount of time that we had ticking down. So glad we scored, though.
Yeah, that score right before the half was pivotal to change the momentum because the momentum was definitely on the Eagles' side. They were pretty much punching the Niners everywhere, and that run all the way and punching it in. Starting from where we started, too. We started deep in our side, and we were able to go and do what the Eagles couldn't do to us. We finished, and we scored the 7 points. So kudos to the Niners on that. And you're right about Kyle. Kyle needs to work on the time management. I did see the 3 timeout, and he wasn't calling for a timeout. I'm like, what, he's trying to save him? He's not going to get him after the half. So, like, what's going on? So something that he has to work on. And to Moses' point, I said backpedal. What I meant to say flat-footed. So I apologize for that misinterpretation. I meant to say flat-footed, not backpedaling. Thank you for that correction, Moses. Appreciate it. Lenoir cannot do against Adams. No, nobody should do that against Adams, especially Davante Adams, as good as he is. One thing I do like about Lenoir, man, even though he had some bad plays, But this kid seems to he's starting to pick it up. He's starting to pick up his defense. He's starting to get comfortable. For being a fifth round draft pick, bro, I mean, he should not even be starting. Let's keep it real. He's a fifth round starter, a fifth round draft pick. Fifth rounder don't normally start right away. Look at Hufanga. He's sitting there playing special teams. But because Avery Thomas did not plan out to this point, hasn't planned out for us as a third round corner out of Michigan, and this kid Lenore out of Oregon has been doing good. He has now started, and now he's about to start his third game of the season. So even with some of those mistakes he has made, and I expect him to make mistakes, he is a rookie, but he's learning on the fly. He's developing. He's picking up, and he's watching film on himself. He's only going to get better. Now, is he going to get challenged when he covers Davante Adams? Absolutely. But we'll get that to that point. We'll talk about the Packers and Niners game momentarily, but let's continue to talk about the Eagles a little bit, and then we'll move on. The Eagles game, their quarterback was able to move the ball pretty well, but we did bring pressure, and I like that Nick Bosa got 2 sacks against him. But one of the things that I enjoyed more in that defense game, Mike, is the pressure that Eric Armstead has been providing. In that game, he had 15 pressures. This kid has been special. He doesn't come out in the stats because he hasn't had a sack, but in every way that it counts, Eric Armstead has been causing havoc in the middle. He's been doing a great job for our D-line, and he's an unsung hero, man. It doesn't show up in the stats. A lot of people want to hear, they want to hear sacks, but it's about what are you doing to control the tempo on that defense, and he's been disruptive, bro. Him and D Ford, but especially Eric Armstead. So I wanted to give Eric Armstead some kudos, some acknowledgement that even though he doesn't have the sacks like Bosa, he's been outplaying Bosa, in my personal opinion. And with those pressures, man, he's been all over the place. He's been harassing both quarterback. Again, small sample size, but I like what he does. Now, we all know Eric Armstead, when he has D Ford and when he has Bosa as those pass rushers, he's a different player, man. He's a different player than when they're not in. So welcome back, Bosa. Welcome back, D Ford. Eric is playing better. So I want to get your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Eric, bro? On how he did against Eagles?
Well, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. His pressures that you alluded to, it speaks for itself. A lot of people get caught up on, sacks and all these highlights and things like that. But, man, pressures is where it starts because pressures lead to turnovers, a quicker 3 and out. So, that's equally effective. Of course, you would like a sack, tackle for loss, things like that. But if you get pressure, get the ball out of the quarterback's hand even faster, disrupt the routes by applying pressure, hey, man, that's amazing. So, hopefully he keeps that up. Hopefully we just stay healthy. For me, I'm not worried about no team on our schedule. We're the damn San Francisco 49ers. We are proven to kick ass when we're fully healthy. Our biggest hurdle is our own health. If we can stay healthy, we have a team that legitimately can compete for a Super Bowl for a long time. You know what I mean? Damn near every year. We have a great playoff roster team when healthy. So the way that Kyle Shanahan and Lynch have built and orchestrated this team, I don't care if we play the Slackers next week or, whoever. We can run up on Tampa Bay if they want to get it too. It don't matter. We just have to execute, and we have to do the little intangible things better on a consistent basis. We can nitpick, and like you said, Beto, we won the game. Of course, we can go back and talk about, man, Garoppolo is still kind of overthrowing. And here's the thing. This is why we drafted high, getting a quarterback that skill set wise fits what Kyle Shanahan actually desires. You know what I mean? Jimmy Garoppolo right now is the best quarterback for our team right now. Okay. So he's winning. He has a 70-some% win, and he's doing really well, especially that first game we just had against the Lions. But Jimmy still has some issues going down the field. Sometimes he overthrows, or underthrows like he did to Juszczyk when he rolled out that one play. You remember that? I mean, that could have broke out for who knows what. And that's the thing, man. Those type of chunk plays, Kyle Shanahan needs you to execute, because when you put yourself in a 3rd and long, that second down was supposed to be that 3rd and 1, because everything was built. Everybody was blocking. Everybody did their assignment.
Yep.
But if Garoppolo doesn't deliver, but again, I'm not going to knock Garoppolo. I'm glad we got him. We're paying him, so we better keep him. We better start him, because we're paying him a lot of money to be on this roster. So he's our guy for now. But I'm hoping that Garoppolo stays healthy. I'm hoping that Garoppolo, improves on those little situations, because, man, when we get against a team that has a lesser marginal error for mistakes, those little plays like that, we got to execute, man. Those are simple plays, just passing out to the fullback.
Absolutely, bro. I love the way you brought that up. Look who's popping in and saying hello. Eric Davis just popped in, and our boy Nathaniel Healy, the Boston hater, and E-Man are in the house in the chat. Welcome to the chat, guys. Welcome to the chat. Dina Harvey, welcome to the chat. There's our girl Dina. Welcome, Glenn. Popped in here as well. What's up, Glenn? I saw you, bro. Definitely, bro. I like what the Niners are doing. With the Jimmy Garoppolo situation. I've heard a lot of Niner fans say they should have brought in Trey Lance. And I'm like, why should have they brought him in a game where that defense was being dominant for the Eagles? And they're like, well, because 17 points wasn't good enough. The Niners need to score more points. I'm like, the last time I checked, who had 11 points? And I might be the smartest person in the world, but I know that 17 is greater than 11, right? So if 17 is greater than 11, I don't understand the concept of 17 wasn't good enough. They wanted to bring in Trey because we were not moving the ball well, and Jimmy was overthrowing. I love and I respect what Kyle did. Kyle did not pull Jimmy, did not bring Trey. I think that would have been the worst case scenario for Jimmy. Jimmy struggling a little bit. You're going to pull him out and try to do a spark with Lance. What happens if Lance shits all over himself? I'm sorry, he's a rookie. What happens if he makes a mess all over himself? He doesn't do right. Now you're going to try to bring Jimmy back in? Jimmy will be like, you know what? Screw you guys. You took me out. You know what I mean? So I liked it that they kept the confidence in Jimmy. They played Jimmy, and they allowed Jimmy to fight through it and come out with the W, man. So I like that. I love that. For that particular game, I'm glad they did not bring in Trey. They stuck with Jimmy. They showed Jimmy, we're going to allow you to fight through this, and we believe in you that you'll be able to get us a W, which he did. And I expect to see Trey maybe more against the Packers. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But, kudos to Kyle Shanahan for keeping Trey at bay and allowing Jimmy to be Jimmy and work through his adversity. And he did, man. It wasn't pretty. He didn't have the greatest numbers, but at the end of the day, he did what he had to do. And those quarterback sneaks, let's keep it real. Jimmy's pretty good in converting those quarterbacks, those 4th and 1s into first downs with the quarterback sneak. So, and then he got a touchdown for us. So he did what he had to do, right, Mike?
Absolutely. I mean, fans are going to be fans, man. Fans are reacting to the skill set Trey Lance has, because listen, man, from a skill perspective, Trey Lance has potential to supersede Jimmy Garoppolo by far. But today, in week 2, going into week 3 of his super young NFL career as a rookie, he has a lot of development that he has to do before he gets to that point. We all know Trey Lance has a skill set. That's not a question. We wouldn't have moved up number 3 if we didn't think so. Everybody's crazy, man. When I say everybody, I'm not talking about our Niner fans. I'm talking about the people that they listen to, because anybody knows Florida Mike knows I do not listen to Talking Heads. I don't really need to, because a lot of fans watch Talking Heads, and that's their right. Me, I'm not, because I know Talking Heads are just that. People with a script that don't really know our team that well, because a lot of them said we were 3-13 the year we went to the Super Bowl, and we went 13-3. So no said. But when these people talk about what the Talking Heads are saying about quarterback controversy, I don't understand how we have a quarterback controversy. Trey Lance played 4 to 5 snaps against the Lions. Garoppolo played 90% of them, 95% of the snaps. So 4 or 5 snaps versus however many Garoppolo had for the whole game, there's no quarterback controversy. That's just Trey Lance coming to a situation and capitalizing on it. That's it. That's a situation. That's it. So, Trey Lance is going to be much better than Garoppolo. I believe, and I'm going to say it on this show, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably going to laugh, but I want you to mark this showdown because when it happens, nobody can say that, oh, man, Florida might wait until Trey Lance took off. I'm going to say this now because Kyle Shanahan has the ability to make any quarterback play beyond their expectations, right? As sorry as Nick Mullins was, he made Nick Mullins a little bit better than what he really is. And that's not saying a lot because Nick Mullins is not great to me. But Kyle Shanahan, for the first time, got his guy. He got a quarterback that he can groom, a one that he can mold, not one that he inherited, but one that he can actually mold. So, I believe that we're gonna be all right with Trey in the future. And I believe he's gonna be the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to see his growth, but for now, Garoppolo's our guy. So, but yeah, I don't know how many fans in this chat think like that, but I know there are a lot of fans. I know what you mean that are still echoing that stuff, and that's because they're listening to Talking Heads, man. They're repeating. Most people listen and react rather than think for themselves. I'm just being honest. They'll hear a so-called analyst, expert say something, and then they just react rather than process their own thoughts. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head, bro. They listen to these talking heads, and instead of doing research for themselves or instead of looking into it, they just go ahead and bite. I mean, whatever they're selling, they bite and they run with it. They run with it without conviction, and they begin to spread what they hear. And the problem with that is they don't even know what they're spreading because they don't even have the facts correctly. And so they're all going to be chanting, they're all chanting for Trey Lance. And again, Trey Lance is a phenomenal player. I like what he did in college, small sample size, but I like his ceiling. Most definitely. I wanted him to be drafted by the Niners and so forth. But there's a time and place for everything. And just like in life, there's a time and place, and his time will come. He will have his time to shine and to move forward. But right now, it's Jimmy's time. Right now, Jimmy's the vet. Jimmy has the experience. Jimmy has seen a lot that Trey hasn't. And when you have a roster like the 49ers, you want to be able to depend on a vet. I'm not saying that Trey couldn't have won that game against the Eagles, but you saw how Jimmy was out there, and he's a vet. Imagine a rookie facing a defense like that. We're going to get a great example when we see Justin Fields playing a defense like the Browns this Sunday for the first time. Everyone, look at that game. You guys are going to get a perfect example. I don't care how good the potential is in a rookie. Rookies are going to make mistakes, especially against good defenses and coordinators. And Trey's going to have his share. So I'm glad that Jimmy stayed in there. I'm glad that Jimmy was able to fight through adversity. He was able to fight through his mistakes, and he was able to get the W at the end. And we can definitely grow from there. Mike, real quick, I just want to lift up Moses. Let me go back to his comment real quick. He's saying sickness in Florida. Mike, keep Central Valley, California in prayer. We are dealing with a lot of smoke due to the fires. So definitely keeping you, Moses, and the Central Valley in prayer. They're not that far from me, bro. So I know it's more close to Fresno, but you're not that far from me, bro. So definitely be keeping that part of the place in prayer, bro. Keep us posted and be safe out there. Let's see here. Maverick says, come on, man. The only way Trey and rookie Lance coming in the game against the Fudge Packers is for cleanup duty in the fourth quarter. We'll get into that one. We'll definitely get into a Packers game. There's so much to talk about the Packers game. Let's see here. Let me see here. Dina says, Jimmy G is the one that gets us close to the big party. You got to give him respect. I mean, I forgot Nathaniel, the Boston hater. We were talking on the phone the other day, and he made a valid. I forgot what he said, but he said percentage-wise, that how many wins we have with Jimmy. There's a certain way he said it, but if you're listening, Nate, please put it in the comments. But he's talking about the percentage that Jimmy has winning with the 49ers based on when he's not on the offense. So when you have such a percentage like that, Mike, I understand that Trey's the new toy and everybody's excited to see what he can do and blah, blah, blah. But when you have a winning formula, why are you going to try to tamper with it when you're winning with it? That just makes no sense.
Yeah, it just comes down to, looking at Kyle Shanahan history, and we're not going to talk about other rookies because every rookie right now is a different situation. Fields has to start because his quarterback is hurt. Mac Jones has to start because Cam Newton is gone. So there's different situations. Lawrence and the guy from the Jets, Zach Wilson, have to start because they are the guy. Lance is not in that situation. He's fortunate to be on the Super Bowl team right now.
Yep.
And our Super Bowl window is this year because next year, where I'm sure, I don't know all the contracts, but I'm sure our roster is going to turn over salary cap and all this stuff. We're probably going to have some different pieces here and there. Who knows? Garoppolo might get traded. We don't know what's going to happen. But right now, we're in the Super Bowl window, so we're going to go with our veteran. But my thing is, I like Trey Lance a lot. I like his skill set. I understand the fans' excitement, but I would say, hey, the man hasn't played in a year, from college, and then he's transferred to the big boy league. So give him a little time to adjust. It might take a season or two, but when he does, he'll be ready. And I'm going to say it, I believe with his work ethic and Kyle Shanahan's ability to produce quarterbacks at a high level, assuming that he's healthy and he puts in his work, I believe Trey Lance has the skill set to be one of the best quarterbacks we've had in this franchise. That's how I feel. But that has yet to be seen. I might be jumping the gun early to some people, but I ain't afraid to say what I feel because I understand this dude's skill set with Shanahan's ability to produce quarterbacks is amazing. So, but yeah, Garoppolo's doing his thing, man. I'm happy for our quarterback. On this show, we'll put that to rest because that's something that has been talked about all offseason. But we understand on this show that Garoppolo is our guy, so I don't think we had that problem here. I think that's just outside chatter, as I put it. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to moving on, talking about to the slackers that we got coming up Sunday. I'll start off with this, Beto. We've been beating Green Bay down when healthy. Their victory against us is when we've been hurt, like other teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm honestly not worried about it. Their O-line is banged up. They lost some talent out there on the O-line. We're going to have a field day, I believe, on the defensive side of the ball. Now, offensively, we should be able to move the ball to score. I think we beat Green Bay convincingly. In my opinion, I don't know if we're going to start off fast or end them later, but I believe we beat them. And I'm going to say if Trey Sermon is healthy, Trey Sermon will be that guy in this game if he's healthy.
Yeah. Well, he was cleared. So Trey Sermon is cleared. I understand the health. It depends how he plays. He was cleared. Elijah Mitchell's cleared. He's playing. So they're both starting. Elijah Mitchell was confirmed that he's starting, and Trey Sermon are both starting for us, and Emmanuel Mosley as well. So that's a good thing that we're getting a cornerback there. What's up, Jose Flores? Welcome to the group, bro. Rich, welcome to the group. So going to the Packers game, like you said, in 2019, we beat him pretty handsomely in the regular game and then this NFC Championship game. And they were supposedly at full force. We have injuries. They have injuries. They're without their left or right tackle. They left in free agency, and they lost their center to free agency. And then their left tackle is hurt. He's hurt. And then for what I heard, the backup to the starting left tackle, he got hurt. So now they're on their third left tackle. They're going to be playing against the Niners. And he's going to be facing off against Bosa. To your point, the Packers' offense is pretty bad right now. They're bad. They can't protect. And they're going to be going against four individuals. They can penetrate that line without having to send in any type of blitzes. So we'll be able to protect our secondary with our linebackers. And then when it comes to their offense, their defense against us, they don't have a pass rush. their leading pass rusher is hurt, and so he's out for the game. That game against Detroit in that first half, I mean, Jared Goff, bro, he was able to lit up the barbecue pit, go to the store, get some steaks, put it on the fire, barbecue them, watch a little bit on Netflix, and then decide to go through his progressions and get rid of the ball. He had all the time in the world back there. Now, they started to dial up blitzes, and they made some changes with their corners. They moved their slot corner into their outside corner into the slot. And so they were able to make some adjustments, and they were able to contain the Lions. But those are the Lions. With the Niners, if you give Garoppolo time, he'll carve you. Garoppolo, if you give him time, he's going to find his receiver. Debo has been playing great for us. I expect Kittle to have a better game. I understand not a lot of us haven't seen. Kittle's been missing in action in the past game. He's been doing a lot of protection. But I expect Kittle to have a breakout game against the Packers, Debo, and even Brandon Ayuk, man. But you're right. I think this is going to be a one-sided game. And it's not because we're that much better than the Packers, which we are, but it's just because the Packers are just hurting in key areas. They can't protect. And we have one of the best front four on the D-line with a rotation in there. So there's so much mismatches, Mike, that they're going to account for. I mean, besides, let's keep it real, Mike. Besides Davante Adams, who do they really have? I mean, they have a running game a little bit, but who do they? They're a finesse team, bro. They're not a hard team. They're finesse. Rodgers is finesse. Davante Adams finesse. Their running back is finesse. Who do they have if it ain't Dante Adams, bro?
Well, I don't give a damn if they were healthy or not. I just still feel like we'll smash them. That's what we've been doing to them. Me personally, I don't like them because, I understand Aaron Rodgers wanted to come here, but ever since he made that comments about, he going to take it out on us and this and that, man, get over that, man. Like the organization that didn't draft you is no longer here. So if you still hold on to that and you see the symbol and you want to remind us or whatever, well, we're going to remind you our franchise is bigger than you. Don't care how great of a quarterback you are. Our franchise is bigger than you. So guess what? We don't have you. We actually have a future without you, and we're going to be fine. Green Bay went to the NFC Championship. He's an MVP. I respect what he's done, but I really don't give a damn about all that. It's Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't care who it is. Tom Brady, Rodgers, bring on, bro. We the Bang Bang Nine gang. We here to kick ass. Simple as that. We ain't scared of nobody. We'll play you anywhere, anytime. And if you really want that smoke, then come get it. And I believe we'll bust their ass. That's what we're going to do. It's our home game. It's at night. We'll fire it up. We just came from the East Coast, and we ready to shred that cheese.
Yeah, prime time, bro. Prime time game, Sunday Night Football. The Niners do pretty good in the limelight. They're the opposite of Kirk Cousins. Total opposite of Kirk Cousins. They can produce in prime time. Like you said, it's a home opener. The fans are going to be fired up. They're going to be having a good time. First time, it's funny how we came a full circle, right? The last time we had fans at Levi's, it was against the Packers in the NFC Championship game. And then we had no fans for a whole year. And now we're going to have fans for the very first time in 2021. And it's going to be against the Packers. So I love how this went all the way a full circle. And I believe that everything's going to be pretty much the same. The outcome's going to be the same. The Niners are going to put a whipping on the Packers. I've been watching a couple of Packer friends of mine that on their talk show earlier today, and they're like, one of them said that the Packers are going to they're going to score 37-0 over the Niners, and I'm like, I understand they want their team to win. I understand that they're trying to be hopeful, but when you become a homer, bro, a couple of those Packer fans, they were honest. They were like, you know what? As much as I love my Packers, I don't want to play the Niners. This is not a good matchup. The Niners are going to have their way with us. They were being honest. You know what I mean? But a lot of them were like, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a day. And I'm like, Aaron Rodgers doesn't do good against pressure, bro. He doesn't do good against pressure. The last team that brought pressure on against was week 1 against the Saints? How did that game turn out? The Chargers did it 2 years ago. We did it 2 years ago. Tampa Bay did it last year in the championship. Aaron Rodgers, if you give him time, he will carve you up. But if you put pressure on him and you disrupt his timing and you make him happy feet back there, he is not the same Aaron Rodgers when you give him time. And the Niners are going to be able to penetrate. The Niners are going to be able to bring pressure, and they're going to keep him off track. And I just don't see him having a great day. He may get his plays here and there, bro, but some of the Packers said he was going to have over 400 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. And I'm like, well, they're fans. They're going to say what they want to say. But let's keep it real. Just like me, I'm not going to sit there and say Jimmy's going to have 5 touchdowns and 500 yards on their defense. I know their defense is bad. I know their secondary is bad. But I also know how Jimmy is, too. I'm not going to sit there and say Jimmy's going to have 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, and over 400 yards. That's not going to happen. Would he have now? History does show that even if Jimmy struggles at all, he never really struggles against the Packers. He has pretty good games against the Packers, so that's something for us to see on Sunday, bro.
Well, for any slacker fan that is talking that ignorant, I don't know why you're friends with them. You're better than me.
They're all right.
37-0. Let's get something clear. When the Niners are healthy, we've never got blown out. Never. Okay? When we went 13-3, show me a game that we got blown out.
Yep.
Every game was within one possession. Every game was within one possession. So who the hell are the Packers talking about they're going to come this week and do something that nobody was able to do the year we went to the Super Bowl? If Kansas City couldn't do it, if Baltimore couldn't do it, if New Orleans Saints couldn't do it with Drew Brees, what the hell make you think some beat-up Packers are going to do it? Man, look, what kind of fans wear cheese on their damn head anyway? You a grown-ass man. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Y'all wearing cheese on y'all head. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself up there in Lambeau. Get out of here, man. 37-0. Hey, I tell you what's going to be 37-0 the next 37 times we play y'all. That's what it's going to be. And like Trey Sermon's about to preach on Sunday. Mark my words. Trey Sermon is about to eat on Sunday.
Trey Sermon's going to have a major sermon on Sunday, huh?
Hey, matter of fact, while we're on the show, I'm going to ask the Niner fans in the chat. I need your help. Florida might need your help. I have a tough decision to make. I love my Orlando, Florida Niner chapter. We congregate at a bar in Orlando every Sunday, but there's a Green Bay Packer bar, unfortunately, in Orlando, Florida, and I know where it's at. I've actually invaded it before by myself, the Niner invasion, Florida Mike style, but I'm going to go in there with a couple of my Niner gang homies. Should I go invade the Packers bar Sunday night, or should I go to the Niner bar in Orlando? Which one? I need your help, because me personally, I'm split. Ooh. I want to be with my Niner faithful, but I kind of want to go in the Packers bar and run their ass again, like I did last time when Kaepernick was there and we beat him in the playoffs. It was so good of a feeling, and I kind of want to do it again.
That's an interesting question. Let's see what the fan base says. There you guys go. You guys have proposed. A, should he watch the game with his Niner faithful, or B, should he go into a hostile environment and watch the game with the cheeseheads and make fun of them when they lose?
And I'm not going in there to talk junk and start stuff. Let me make that clear. But I'm going in there to represent my Niners because other fans have done it to us, so I kind of return the favor. But if my faithful on here is telling me to stay home and keep it at the Niners bar, I'll comply.
So let me get this correct, bro. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, bro. So I just want to clarify. Depending on what the response today is, if you get more people today saying go to the Packers bar, that's what you're going to do?
I'm all in. Because I'm 50-50. I'm down for it. I done did it before. You know what I mean? Now, the Packer fans, they're pretty friendly, but you're going to have a few here there that's already
it's a bar, bro. So at the end of the day, it's a bar.
But the last time I went in there by myself, there was one 49er fan in that bar. I didn't know him, but you know how it is when you see another Niner fan, you're going to click, right? But I went in there by myself when Kaepernick was playing and we beat Green Bay in the playoffs. So I went in there because thing is, I feel a little certain type of way with them because they got Aaron Rodgers. He's a California guy. He wanted to play with the Niners. And I'm not mad at Rodgers for being competitive, having a chip on his shoulder because we passed him up. Cool. But guess what? When you still hold on to that after that team organization that has no longer here and you still saying stuff sideways about the 49ers, like now it's like, okay, every time we see you, we're going to remind you why we didn't get you. All right? Because you are what you are. You know what I mean? You're an MVP. We would love to have you, but that's water under the bridge, man. We focus on bigger and better things. We have been removed from you your whole career. So you know, like I said, I don't know. I feel a certain type of way. I don't like nobody in the league, but I really don't like the Packers. So I hope we smash them.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have some fun with him. Mitchell will probably be limited. I don't expect him to take a lot of snaps, if any. They cleared him, but I hear you because of his shoulder. We'll have to wait and see. But if I want to see that big kid they got him from the Cincinnati practice squad. I'm not saying he's going to do a lot for us, but he's a big body. I think he's like, what is he, 6'2", 6'3", 238 pounds. He's the, you know how you go to the store and you have the name brand and then you have the store brand? Well, Mark Henry, or not Mark Henry, what's the name? Henry from the running back for the Tennessee Titans. He's, to me, is the store brand. And this kid that we picked up is more of, I mean, he's the name brand, and this kid that we picked up is more the store brand, but they're both have the same type of body. So maybe they can use him to wear down that weak Packers defense. And if they can do that, that'll be great, bro. So let's see what people are saying. Let me see if I can get to the answer of your question.
What's the verdict?
Let's see what the verdict is. Let me scroll down.
Probably gonna be 50-50. Split.
Here, let me look up. Hold on. Let me get to the point where. Let's see. Okay, we'll start with Evans J. What's up, Evan J? He said Niners bar. So we got one Niners bar.
Niners. All right.
Maverick says go to the Niners bar. We got two. Don't be silly. Okay. Christopher says, he's talking about that. Let me skip on him. Let me see here. Okay. Eric Davis says Niner bar.
Wow.
3 bars.
Looks like this Niners bar is winning.
Let's see here. Yep. So far, that's it for all the bars. Here we go. Kathy says Niner bar. So 4. If we get one more Niner bar.
I think I've seen Tanisha say go to the Cheesehead bar. Why not?
Oh, did she? I didn't see that one.
She did. I see it.
Oh, here we
Big
go.
shout out to Tanisha.
I love it. You know, look at her. Look at Tanisha.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've done it before. So like I said, it's not one thing about me. I don't go in disrespectful and trolling. I just wear my team and represent. I have nothing to say. I let the scoreboard do all the talking. So I hold my own anyway. I went by myself. So that tells you all you need to know. Like I was very confident in everything. So I had no static. I had one idiot fan, just one, literally came over there and run his mouth, but he was drunk. That's expected. But I get what people are saying. You know, you don't want to put yourself in a situation, especially with fans. You know how it goes. But at the same time, man, people done did it to us. I'm going to go do it to them. That's how I am. Just like we went into Philadelphia. We was doing the same thing I'm talking about doing, but we did it to the 4 degrees over there. So as a fan, I'm going to represent my team. I done been to Giants bar, Packers bar. I'll go anywhere. I done been to Cowboys by myself. I'll go anywhere. So I'll pull up. But, you know, I'm all about fun, man, at the end of the day. But I'm going to represent my team. That's one thing I will do.
Yeah, they all want you to watch with the Niners, bro. So there you go. Stay with the Niners faithful.
We have it. So I guess I'll be going to the Niners. I'll let the chapter know that I actually presented the idea after we beat the Eagles. And believe it or not, a lot of Niner chapter fans were like, hey, I'm thinking about going with you. So, and then most of them were split. Half want to stay there, half want to go to the Packers. So I'll put it out there that we'll stay together and represent and you know, do it our style.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, fans. Thank you, fans. I appreciate that because I'm like, hey, if I'm split, I'm gonna ask the fans. Let me get my fans on here, Niner family, and ask them, and they check in with them. And you guys guided me to the right path. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and the thing about that too, bro, is I know somebody said, you know, if we're 40-0, then head over there, but that kind of takes away the fun of it. I mean, you want to go there from the start. And then as we beat them, you can, you know, I don't know. I just feel like if, not that you will do it, but if somebody watches it at home and then goes to the losing area when they're losing, I don't know, either you go from the beginning or you don't go at all. So enjoy the Niner faithful, bro. And you're going to be among better crowd anyway. You don't want to see no idiots with cheese on their head during the game. So.
Yeah. Last time I went there, they all surrounded me and was putting the cheese, trying to put it on my head, but it didn't work. And like I told him, we don't have Bay in our name like you guys do. We're the real Bay. We don't need to do all that. And after the game, wasn't nothing they could say.
If they were trying to put the cheese on me, bro, I'll cut the cheese. I said, you want some cheese? I'll cut some cheese, bro.
Yeah, that's I got what you're saying.
I'll give you some Latino heat.
Oh man. Oh, but that's coming from you, not me. I'm not making any jokes like that. But I know what you're saying, having fun. But yeah, I enjoy being with our fans. You know what I mean? It's a great feeling. I guess that's the soccer fan in me. If many of you don't know, I'm a huge soccer fan. You see my club on that I'm representing. So we do stuff like that. But yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna go with my Niner fans. That's what we own. But yeah, back to the game. I'm excited to see this game because I want to see how we come out, how we're going to attack their defense, how our defense is going to attack their offense, what our game plan is going to be, how much we'll use Kittle this time. I'm really more excited about the potential of Trey Sermon. I know that we've had good play from Mitchell, and he stepped up. He's doing great. He's doing better than the expectations that we had. But I believe Trey Sermon is going to be that premier back that people are going to say, damn. I mean, in the one run that he took, I know it's just one run, so I'm not sitting up here, getting super excited about that. But I know Trey Sermon's body of work from college, and I just see it in him, man. And that one run he did before he got elbowed and, roughed up, dude looked explosive on his one run. And I really believe if he can run like that consistently, man, hey, he's going to be a beast. I was happy. Matter of fact, when we drafted, outside of Trey Lance, the trade to the Bay, not only Trey Lance, but Trey Sermon, I was most excited. I knew it was going to be either a Lance or a Fields type of guy. So I wasn't expecting Sermon. So when we drafted him, I was really excited about Trey Sermon because I said, hey, this is a game changer. This is a guy like, okay. And what's funny? At the time when we drafted a couple running backs, people were like, man, we don't need all these running backs. We got Mostert. We got
Jeff Wilson Jr. We have
Jeff Wilson Jr.
Michael Hasty.
We got all these backs. Well, guess what? Hey, we didn't know that this was going to happen, that all of our running backs were pretty much going to be injured going into week 3.
Game,
so,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing that we did draft the way we did because it worked out. So this is why I tell people, man, trust the process. Even though we have our critique for these coaches as fans, rightfully so. We're fans. We're going to do that. But at the end of the day, trust the process. When healthy, Kyle Shanahan has took us to a Super Bowl in the year that we were the most healthy. The only year we've been healthy, he went to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
So let's try. Isn't it ironic that we played the Lions as an opener, and the last time we played the Lions in opener, we won the Super Bowl?
We won it. Yep.
So, like I said, history's on our side. Kyle Shanahan's and health is on our side. I have a good feeling about this year, guys. So let's see what we do. We'll get there when we get there. But right now, we got to focus on week 3. Exactly. I'm excited about where we're going, but we got to focus on week 3. We got to have Garoppolo healthy. That is key. Garoppolo, be healthy, man. Be healthy, be healthy.
Absolutely. And to Jose's Flores question, it says, Chris Thompson, the guy from, he played at Florida State.
Yes, he did.
He got picked up by the Niners. I liked when he was with the Washington football team. I liked what he did there. Unfortunately, he got hurt, and they never gave him a chance to come back from that injury. They kind of dismissed him. They drafted some running backs, and is he the former self? Is he a shelf of his former self? Probably not. I think he still has. One thing I love about Chris Thompson that he's a good receiving type of running back. We can definitely use him in that perspective. And then even the big guy that I was talking about earlier that we got off the Bengals, I can't think of his name at the moment, but he's also
mean the other Florida State guy, Jacquez Patrick. He's an FSU guy too.
Yeah, another Florida State guy as well.
He's actually from my neighborhood. It's funny.
Is he really? Yeah.
Yeah, he went to high school in local close by. So I went to go see him play when he was in high school.
There you go. So he's
from Orlando.
He hasn't really had a chance because back then when he was there, they had this guy. They had this one running back. He's not that good. You heard of him. His name is Dalvin Cook. He
another Florida State guy.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I was referring. In Florida State. So he didn't get. He was stuck in between then, and then you had the other player. I'm trying to think of the other running back. After Dalvin Cook, what's his name? Also Florida State.
After Dalvin Cook or
Yeah.
before?
Is it? I don't know if it's before or after, but I know you guys.
Talking about Cam Akers.
Cam Akers. There you go. Him.
Okay.
Yeah, after. So this kid never really had a fair shake, being stuck in between those two type of running backs. So I'm not saying this guy's the answer to our, this guy's going to be whatever. But this kid, it's a big body. He can wear you down. I don't know how his pass protection is, but if he's a big type fullback that can run, we'll see how we can utilize him. He's on the 53-man roster just because we took him off of waivers, so he has to be on there. So he'll be there. So maybe they'll use Trey Sermon and this kid, kind of backing up Trey a little bit to see what he does going downhill. So that'll be interesting to see this big Florida State guys come in here and do their thing, bro. So I know that you're a big Florida State guy, so I know you're excited about that.
I'm wearing shorts as we speak right now. FSU shorts as we speak.
FSU, huh?
Yeah, I'm all over the place. I got on my Niners NFL, my soccer club, and I got on FSU.
Well, you know what Josh Norman went to, right?
Josh Norman?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
No, I'm asking, do you know where he went to?
No, I don't.
I'm trying to think of that school. He always plays against you guys. I can't think of it right now. I was going to say it earlier, but it's a pretty good school too. But you guys had a couple of memorable corners come out of Florida State. I think the worst one that ever came out of there was this guy named Dion. They couldn't cover for nothing in his time. You guys Prime time, yeah. I can't even say that.
Yeah, FSU produced prime time. That's what we do. We down right now. We suck. We know that, but we'll get it back. It's all good.
I like your quarterback, though. I like your quarterback. What's up, Derek Buck?
Yeah.
Welcome. We got a couple new people.
The 49ers had a lot of down seasons, and look where we at now. So it goes in cycles, man. It happens, but for the 49ers, I'm just hoping we come out and execute. That's the biggest thing. I'm really going to be looking at the run game with Trey Sermon. That's what I'm going to be focused on. And obviously I'm hoping all around. I know George Kittle's not getting a lot of targets, but off air, I was telling Boston Hater this. I was just happy to see other guys step up, even though he wasn't getting a lot of targets. And we should be giving Kittle more targets, going forward, because he's our best receiver, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? George Kittle is our best receiver. Debo's a great complementary part, and he's a good receiver, but George Kittle is our best receiver. So, I am glad to see Debo step up like this and show like, hey, you think you're going to double team Kittle all game? You're going to have to worry about me too. Now, if you can get going, man, we're going to have some defensive problems. And this is what I love about not having, this elite receiver caliber of like a, one-man show, kind of like, how Atlanta had Julio and then everyone else. Well, we have a tight end being our top threat, but we have complementary parts that make us a complete team. So I really love that. Now, if you can get going, which I believe he will, man, I tell you, we're going to really be very tough to stop. And we're going to give teams problems. We really are. So I'm excited, man. I don't want to look ahead to our division, but I'm going to focus on Green Bay. But I really believe we can win this division. And the schedule favors us this year with us having a bad year last year due to injuries. So I believe we have a favorable schedule, good enough to win more so than not and win our division.
Yeah, this is definitely the toughest division in the NFL, bro, especially in the NFC. I'm not going to lie, the Rams look pretty good right now, and the Cardinals are doing all right. I mean, the worst team in the division is 1-1. And that's the worst in this division. So this is going to be a tough division. Can we win it? Absolutely. Yes. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be competitive. But iron sharpens iron, man. It'll keep you on your toes. You don't want to be in the North Division where the Packers can lose the next 6 games in a row and probably still find themselves winning in the North. because that's how bad the Vikings are, the Lions are, and the Bears are. So the Niners can't afford to lose a lot of games. So they gotta be in their A game. But this is where they're gonna keep themselves focused and realize, man, we gotta play every game like it was our last game, because we definitely play in a division that you can't fall too far behind the 8 ball, because then you might find yourself working your way up and struggling. So,
Hey, and I'm gonna add on to that. Not only that, we got other teams that have weaker divisions so far on paper, right? You know, like the NFC South, Tampa Bay obviously is probably going to run away from that division. I don't really see anybody in the South competing with them. So we don't play the Bucks this year in the season. So we got to have a better overall record than them, because if they're having an easier division, you know, and maybe a favorable schedule, I don't know all their games, but I mean, man, it's like they're gonna have some top seeds, you know, that they gotta play. I'm sure they got a harder schedule, but like, you know, I want to be able to outdo everybody. I want that first seed. You know, I want that bye week. So we really gotta win. Every game counts, man, especially they adding another game. So yeah, just adding on to what you're saying, Beto, that division is key, but overall it's just as key.
yeah, exactly. Jose says, I'm getting excited seeing Kittle pancake defenders. Him and Kittle, and also, was it last year where Juice pancaked, or the year before that, the guy from the Steelers? Um, that I thought that was funny as well. Let's see here. How do you think we're going to go against the Packers running game? I think we're going to shut it down. I think we our first game of the week against the Lions, we kind of got exposed a little bit. We didn't have Javon Kinlaw in the middle. Eric Armstead, and that's another thing that he does very, very well. Better than even a pass rush, but this guy can definitely run block or very well. So this guy, I'm excited about a run game and blocking ability. So I don't expect him to run that much on us. And if we can make them a one-dimensional game and have Aaron Rodgers beat us with his arm, and he's out there, holding onto the ball, trying to make his progressions, we're gonna come in. We're gonna hit him, man. And the thing about him, if he gets rattled, he starts crying like a little girl that he is. And his whole day, he gets in his little mood and he's unhappy. And as long as you can get into his head, bro, you mess him up. And I think that's what we're planning to do. Is definitely get into his head, and this game is going to be fun to watch. And again, the Niner fans are going to be excited, Mike. First game back with the full fan base going. They're going to be tailgating. They're going to be lit going in, as long as they don't pass out before the game's over. They're going to go in there and just be rowdy, man. They're going to be loud. I got a feeling that stadium is going to get loud, bro. And that makes it hard for opposing quarterbacks to hear. They're going to have to go on the silent count. And when they do that, and with that type of pass rush we have, I'm telling you, it can get pretty ugly, and it can get ugly quick for the Packers, bro.
And man, I want every Niner fan on this show to do something for me. I want you to reset your mind back to the year we went to the Super Bowl and think about when I was at the opening game when we played against the Yucks, Succaneers. I have all kind of names for them. So when we took over the ship, right, I was at that game when the Niners beat Tampa Bay. And I remember watching this team grow from game one all the way to the postseason. And you was like, man, every week we played, you just had this feeling like, hey, man, we might be that team to come out the NFC to the Super Bowl. So I'm hoping that we have that same thing this year, obviously with a different outcome, that we win and get our sixth one. But I don't know. I had that feeling like, man, if we do what we're supposed to do, we'll be in a really good position to have an opportunity to compete for the NFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl this year. So I'm just excited. Every game is exciting, man. It's like you're traveling, you're watching this team grow each week, and when the end result comes, it's the big payoff, and that's what we're looking at. So we're going, guys, be excited about your Niners. If you're not able to go to a game this year, that's okay. Cheer for them at the house or wherever you go, and watch this team grow each week and have that excitement, man, because we got a good football team.
Yes, we do. You had a question that David Williams has a question for you. He says, from one soccer fan to another fan, he knows S542 is. I don't know what that is. Obviously, I'm not a soccer fan.
Yeah, what's up, David Williams? man, I know you're not a soccer fan, Beto. I'm telling you, man, you got to get to watching, bro. You got to get to watching, man. It's a good sport. You know they don't even call it soccer. It's football in South America and foosball in Germany. But yeah, man. You know, I was gonna say something. You threw me off right there with what's up, David Williams. I see a comment. But I was getting ready to elaborate real quick before I forget. Um, you know, with the Niners after doing this Green Bay game, I'm one thing that I'm intrigued too about is just seeing collectively how our team responds coming back from this East Coast trip. Because man, it's crazy how we had these two opening games on the East Coast, and historically we haven't really played great on the East Coast. But under Kyle Shanahan, we've been doing really good. So I can't wait to see how we respond at home. Like it's gonna be super exciting, man. It's gonna be electric. So hey, Niner fans out there in Cali, man, I know y'all gonna show up. Not even worried about that, but make sure you show out. Make sure you're loud as hell. I've never been to Levi Stadium. Is is the noise like compact to the field because of how they built the stadium? That's what I've heard. I don't know. Anybody out there been to Levi Stadium? Let me know what your take is on that if anyone's ever been.
Yeah, as a season ticket holder there at Levi, bro, in the past, been there multiple times, multiple years, and it's loud. It's not as loud. It's never going to be compared to Seattle and how they are there, the way the Seattle stadium's built, but it can get loud, bro. That NFC Championship game, bro, was loud. I mean, it was you couldn't hear nothing. Me and you could been talking to each other, and we would not be able to hear each other. So when they want to get loud, it definitely can get loud. So they can do enough, bro, to bring havoc against that opposing offense. And I think the Niners are definitely gonna do that this Sunday, especially on a Sunday night football, bro. Come on, let's keep it real. Sunday night football, our first game opener against the Packers. First time the fans are going to be there. The fire is going to be there, bro. It's going to be exciting. I can't, they're going to send off the horn. When you hear the horn go off, it just and listen as a player, former player, never in the pros, obviously, but as a player, if you ever played football or any sports, you can't say that you don't get going when you hear the fan base, when you hear people shouting your name, chanting your name. They're all excited for you, and you're let's go Niners or let's go whatever. It's just something about the fan base being loud that gets players all crazy and ready to play more. They play even better. I know they're professionals. I know they have to play, and they did that in 2020. But it's something about the fan base that just makes players want to play better and make more plays. So it brings the playmaker out, and I expect that to happen on Sunday, bro. And I expect to have one hell of a game, especially against those Packers.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm thankful, man, that we got this team healthy enough to go out here, um, and be able to compete. So Dre Greenlaw, is he? How long is he out for? Does
Uh,
anybody know?
Drake Greenlaw, he's out. I think he's out into probably November.
Yeah, no season though, right?
No. He's they said anywhere from 5 to 8 weeks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I think we'll be able to manage. In a way, it could be crazy a good thing because hey, we went without D Ford for a while in the season, but postseason he came back and gave us his all. So it might be in the long term, it might be a good thing because we're getting him back. He'll have time to get in shape for that postseason and be just as
And he'll be
effective.
rested.
Um, yeah, exactly. So I think we can manage, games without him. I would rather have him there, obviously, but we'll be fine. I think we got a good enough complete team where we have enough depth to make up for that. Um, so yeah, I see a question from Tanisha. She says, "Okay, just a curious question. How do you think our defense coordinator is doing?" I'll answer that from my perspective. To be honest with you, it's too early to say. I can't really say if he's doing great or not. And the funny thing is, I don't know where. I guess people might be concerned because it's his first year, but like, you know, I would say after two games, it's too early to tell. I'm personally not worried about it because he has experience. He's been on this roster. He knows these guys, and with this talent that we have, I think he's going to do fine. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job. That first game was not on him. We pulled our starters out. So for what he's been able to do within his grasp, he's been doing a really good job. But it's a long season. A lot of people that once again, a lot of people that don't watch the 49ers know that we had our backups in there against the Lions, and that's why they came back late. It wasn't like we had our starters in, but you got ignorant people who don't know our roster and was like, oh, the defense, looks this and that. So yeah, I like him. I'm confident in him. I mean, he has the roster to be good. So we'll see.
Definitely.
So,
Says David says, Florida Mike, who has most crazy fans in football or soccer? Who has more crazy fans, soccer or football? I already know the answer to
this. Put it like this: at an NFL game, if your team loses, most fans go home. That's all I'm gonna say. In football, the real football as they call it over there, your team loses, it's a war. Your team wins, it's a war. It don't really matter. It's different, man. The fans are different. I've seen people say Eagle fans, Raider fans are crazy, or Seattle fans are loud, but every game in what they call soccer over here in this country is lit, man. I mean, the fans, it's a different type of fan, bro. It's a different type of passion. I mean, keep in mind, like my team's Dortmund has been around since 1909, so it's deep. It's deep and rooted in that culture. You know what I mean? It's not even just about kicking a ball through a net. There's other stuff around it. So we got hooligans in our sport, bro. It's crazy. It's a different intensity, man. I would have to say soccer fans are way more. The soccer fans are the most intense fans in sports. I don't think there's no sport that compares to soccer fans. In my humble opinion, but
I don't know. Golf fans are pretty crazy.
Yeah, they are crazy for sitting out there in a library, not even able to sneeze. Golf fans are really insane to me. But I'm a proud soccer fan. I'm not going to disclose if I'm a hooligan or not, but I am a proud soccer fan. And I love my team. You know what I mean? But I have good fun, bro. I don't go out there to try to assault or hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? But living in America, I don't have to worry about that as much. If I was going back to Germany and I wore this shirt in Munich, I'm pretty sure I would get approached by a group of, a few hundred people easily.
Because you're wearing that shirt?
Yeah.
Why? Because it says Puma?
No, because it says BVB. That's my club.
Oh, I couldn't read that part of it. Now I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Puma is just a brand.
Well, no, that's the only part that I was able to see from the.
Oh.
Yeah, now I see it. Okay, gotcha.
I got it. If I stood up and show you the back, it says Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't being smart with that. That's all I saw.
No. I know you don't watch it, so that's a
I don't know.
Question.
I don't know crap about soccer, bro. I get tired just watching them running back and forth.
Yeah, it's just different, man. So I would have to say soccer fans, but that's no disrespect to NFL guys. I mean, when it comes to the Niner faithful, we're passionate about our team. I like how we do Niner takeovers everywhere. That's pretty dope. I love how we do a Niner invasion. I love seeing Niner fans in other cities represent the Niners so hard. Like, it's not just California. California is the Mecca and the home. We will always acknowledge the Bay Area. San Francisco, Santa Clara, the whole Bay Area is the motherland. But to see the Niner fans in all states, countries, worldwide, and everybody's on one accord. I love how we call ourselves an empire and not a nation.
That's
an empire has no borders, unlike a nation. A nation has borders. We have no borders as an empire. So it's great to see how the Niner fans get down. So, yeah, I mean, as a soccer fan and growing up in Germany when I was a kid and going to some games before, like if I went to a Seattle Seahawks game, their noise wouldn't be nothing to me. You look at Seattle's fans and look at, if you ever were on the YouTube, the yellow wall, Borussia Dortmund fans, see how we do it. That's real noise. That's real fans. You know what I mean? Seattle's noise, I mean, I don't know. That's just me. But I love our Niner fans here. So football fans can do whatever they want. I think the Niners I know the Niners have the best fans in the NFL because we ain't nothing finer than a 49er. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wind it down, bro. We've been here for an hour and a half already, going strong. We have a
Goes by
lot of viewers.
fast.
Yeah, we have a lot of viewers in here, charming in. Had a wonderful evening, bro. Before we go, bro, I just want to get your score prediction. I know you're not into predictions, but if you can, give us some type of a prediction other than just Niners are winning.
Okay. Since your friends had the audacity to disrespect our team and say 37-0, I'm going to disrespect them back and say 73-0. I'm going to reverse it.
73-0. I love it,
Yeah, tell
bro.
them we'll just go way up. No, we're gonna beat them a lot to a little, man. Whatever that is, what it is. If we do something crazy like pull our starters out again because of fear of injury, it might
Yeah.
be a little closer on paper than should be. But I believe that we'll win a lot to a little, and I believe we should win convincingly enough to where possibly Trey Lance gets some more practice snaps at the end of the game. That would be ideal for me. So I don't know what that number is. I honestly don't know because if I'm hoping Kittle gets more opportunities this time. I'm hoping
He
Trey
should.
Sermon goes all out. If we do all those things we should be doing, and Jimmy doesn't overthrow, I think we'll beat their ass by minimum 4 touchdowns.
Wow. Okay. If history repeats itself, we're going to have a pretty good game. Listen, their offensive line just will not be able to compete with our defensive line. Let's keep it real. Our offensive line is playing way better. They're a bet with Alex Mack. We are better offensively than we were last year, and I can even say better than we were in 2019. And then they can't even do no type of pass rush. So it's going to be a long day for sure. People are chiming in with their score predictions: 40-7. Kathy says. Scott says 35-3. Maverick said 27-17. Tom said 40-3. And then we got Monte Williams 31-17 Niners.
Everybody's saying the Niners are going to win, so they're all in agreement on that.
I love my boy Monte Williams, bro. You don't have to put Niners at the end, bro. I know you're not talking about the Packers, so but I love it. I love it, bro. I love that honesty. So and then Chris 31-21. Then we got Josh, the young hitter, 37-17. I like that number actually, 37. But that might be a lot of points for the Packers, to be honest with you. Listen, they'll be able to move the ball, but we protect that red zone pretty damn well. If we can really put pressure, and I think we will, against Aaron Rodgers and disrupt what he's trying to do, get him out of focus. If they score, I don't know, 14 points might be a lot, to be honest with you. Dina says 35-10. I'm going to go ahead and say the Niners are going to beat them 38-17. So I like that 17 number as well. So 38-17 Niners, 1 point more than young hitter. But it's going to be a fun game. Let's just, at the end of the day, let's be healthy. Let's stay healthy, and hopefully Trey has a good day. What I mean by Trey Sermon will have a good day against them. Corey says 42-51 Niners. 28-17 Luke Luna, Niners as well. So that's pretty much it. So anyway, Mike, it was a pleasure. I wasn't going to go on the NWA tonight, but since you were just me and you, I decided to come on my page. A little bit more viewers here.
All good, man. I enjoy seeing the fans back on here. It's always fun to come here, man. So just let me know when you want me on. I'm down, bro.
Absolutely. So I'm glad having listen, before we go, real quick, Faithful, show Mike some love. If you want Mike to come back as a guest on my show, let me see it in the comments real quick. If you want Mike to come on the show again.
You go put me on the spot. They might be like, nah, keep this dude out of here, man. He's a soccer fan. He's a hooligan. Hey, while y'all answering that, I just want to take a quick side since they brought up soccer on here, which I'm surprised because I ain't planning on talking about it. But I'm going to take a quick jab at Schalke. I know if I were going to Munich is one thing, but if I were this in Schalke territory, I would really have a problem. I really would. So I just want to take a quick shout out, quick jab and say that's why you're relegated and we're not. You suck. Dortmund all the way. That's it. I'm good.
We got one comeback. Vera says comeback. Young Sitters comeback. Dina says yes. Florida Mike, yes.
Man, you guys are making me feel all soft inside, bro.
You got Luke Luna saying, "Yep, let's go, Florida Mike." You got Monty Williams. I gotta play
hard. I gotta play hardcore in front of y'all, bro. After the show go off and be like, man, they love it. I love them, man. These my people. I love these guys. I want to come back too. So, all right,
Terrell Owens. All right, Terrell Owens. That's my quarterback.
I appreciate the love.
Everybody wants you back, bro.
This is Beto's show exclusively, so I'm just a guest.
Somebody said here, take over as the host and get rid of Beto. What?
Oh, stop! No, nobody say that. Stop.
I did.
You
probably my wife.
Yourself.
My wife probably said, hey, get rid of Beto.
Man.
Anyway, guys, it was a pleasure, Mike. It was an honor to have you as a guest, bro. It was fun. Thank you for stopping by tonight, man. Enjoy your weekend. Before I say goodnight, let everybody know what you do, bro, and how, if they ever want in the hunt for a home, if they want to find a house, how they can reach you, brother.
Oh, man, definitely, Beto. I appreciate that. So if many of you do not know, I am a realtor. I do real estate. The brokerage that I work for is eXp Realty. Ironically, we just expanded to Germany this month.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm super excited about that. Currently, I am a mentor for eXp. So that means if anybody in the state of Florida in particular, but it doesn't matter where you're at, I could actually be a sponsor to you. So I'm a certified mentor. I'm actually an official mentor. I get new agents. I train them on how to be the best realtor they can based on their goals, not my expectations, but their goals. And I work with them. And that's what I do. I help people buy and sell homes, but I also train up new agents. And I got a YouTube channel, guys, and it's called Mike Sells Orlando. That's SELLS. And I put a lot of good real estate content. I don't just do real estate content. I also occasionally throw in positive, encouraging videos. I just posted one last week because, offside of this, I tell people, I put a post on my Facebook today, and I mean this from my heart. You don't know what nobody's going through, man. We're all one bad day away from making a decision that we will regret.
Come on,
because we're human. So when you get around people, except Cowboy fans, be as nice as you can to people. And have love in your heart, because all of us are going through some type of struggle as human beings. So it takes a village to come together and be able to instill positivity. So on my YouTube channel, I talk about that stuff. I talk about real life stuff, man. You know what I mean? I talk about how brand new agents get into an industry and then they're being told by brokerages, hey, we don't want you because you got a job. Like, come on, man, that's crazy. Most of my mentees have full-time jobs. And I take them in because I don't care who you are, where you at, what you look like. It's about, hey, you got the hustle. You want this? All right, let's go. I'm going to ride with you. And then once the training wheels go off, you on your own, but I'm going to still be here to support you. And that's what I do. I'd rather give back. Like I've been doing successful. I made 2020 Agent of the Year. I was for my brokerage, not like state or nothing, but for my brokerage. I was happy to hear that. So now I just want to give back, do it from the heart, not for no show, but do it from the heart, because there's a lot of people out here that just simply want to take care of their families. And if I'm in a position to help somebody, why not? I can hire whoever I want. I'm my own boss. So I love that. So anybody want to be in real estate, you got interest, check out my YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe. And you can reach me on my business page directly at Mike P as in property, MikePJackson.com. That's my business page. And hit me up. Thank you, Beto, for that. Appreciate it. For real.
Of course, brother. Your family, of course. And Dina Harvey says, I cannot wait to meet you in Jacksonville, Florida, Mike.
Yes, absolutely. Dina, matter of fact, Beto, when we get out the show, I don't know if we have Dina's contact.
Yes, I have her information.
Send her my phone number.
Okay.
And so we can link. And I'll be seeing her in Jacksonville, Lord will. And for all you Niner fans that are in California, Lord will, assuming everything's okay with this COVID, I'm already purchased. I'm booked to go. I will see every Niner fan on this show if you are in the California area at the San Francisco 49ers and Arizona Cardinals game. I already got my tickets. I will be at my first Levi Stadium game ever, my first Niner game in California ever. So if you're in California, make sure you holler at Florida Mike, because I'm going to be known. I'm going to every single section in the stadium. I'm a wild out, bro. I'm going to show you how we do it in Florida.
Well, if you're coming for the first time, bro, you definitely want to visit all four corners of that stadium. and get to know everybody as much as you can, taking pictures, bro, and just getting crazy.
Bro, I'm going to literally talk to every single Niner fan. I don't care how many. What's the capacity? 60,000, 70,000? I don't know.
Yeah, but a little bit. Yeah, about 68.
All right, 68,000. I will talk to all 68,000 fans. For real, I will. I'm gonna go to everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm from Florida. Came all the way out here, you know. And I will be booling Kyler Murray way up top. I'm in the nosebleed, but I'll be booling him way up top.
There you go, bro. There you go. It's going to be definitely a fun game, bro. I can't wait to meet you, Mike, and looking forward to meeting your family, man. It's going to be fun, bro. It's not that far away, man. So before you know it, it's going to happen. So, Mike, once again, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being part of the show tonight. As you heard, everybody wants you back, so we're definitely going to bring you back. And I will send Dina your information, your phone number, so that she can reach you and you guys can work that out. So, everyone, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being part of the Niner Sickness podcast. You guys are amazing. There are so many of you here tonight. I'm not going to name you by name, but thank you to each and every one of you. You know how humble I am. You know that I enjoy talking to you guys, but this show would not be what it is without you. You guys is what makes this show what it is. Your love, your commitment, and your support. Thank you so much for everything. Mike, thank you for showing up. Until next time, let's go Niners. Let's beat the pack. Let's go.
Baby.